Welcome, friends. It's your old pal, Sir Nigel, here with Stash, which is an online role-playing game that's free on Steam, available for Linux, Mac, and Windows. This is the Linux version we're looking at right here. I haven't played this before, so we're going to experience it for the first time together. Of course, we have to begin by creating a character. Now, you can be a human, a dryad, which is only female, a trulock, which is only male, a lukoi, which is only male, and a catfolk, which is only female. I'm guessing, and this is purely a guess, but I think there's a possibility they might add some of the other genders to some of the other races at some point. Maybe they just need to complete the models, the character models for those races. Again, I'm not sure, but we're just going to go with a human. So this is considered an average face, lean face, a round face, a strong face, a custom face. Let's go through this very quickly and then continue on. These are all the face options available, so you can really customize the heck out of this if you want to. Here we go. Here's our character. Now, with all those little adjustments you can make to the face, I doubt anyone is really going to see them. I doubt that you zoom into faces close enough in the game to actually really be able to tell whatever adjustment someone has made to a face when you're playing the game, especially once they're wearing a helmet or some sort of headgear. Now all we need to do is name the character. How about Snuggles? And I decided to go with Elementalist. So this game, from what I've seen of it, I've seen just a little bit of it, is similar in some ways to a board game where your character is like a piece that you move around a board. So you have to choose what sort of base you want your character to stand on. I like the grass, but I also like the wood. Different poses. Da 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 da! Snuggles! Welcome to Stash. There are many things to do and it may seem overwhelming at first. You will get the hang of things in no time. Thank you for joining us. The help button provides access to tutorials and guides that will help you get started. Check it out now. The interfaces button provides access to many game UIs you can also pin to your screen. So it wants us to click on this. Clicky clicky. Clicky clicky. Get it. Clicky clicky. Okay, thanks for that. Right now I want to check the graphics options to see if there's a VSync option. That's what I would like. Okay. So system menu, video settings. VSync is supposedly on. I'm not sure if I believe it, but that's what it says. As you can tell, the game still is very much a work in progress, and the different chat tabs don't seem to do anything just yet. And the game wants us to, well, apparently pick a direction. There's a green arrow, a blue arrow, and a red arrow. Let's just follow the green arrow. Now you can move with the keys, I believe. One space at a time, or you can click somewhere else on the board. The Mines World Dungeon, level 1 to 3. You have entered your first dungeon. How exciting! We use the term dungeon to refer to dungeons, towers, ruins, caves, or any similar location for adventuring. There are 3 types of dungeons. World dungeon, shared with other players and the mobs spawn in a random level range. Private dungeon, private instanced version of a dungeon for you or your party. Mobs are tuned to your party's highest level, bounded by the range of the dungeon. Random private dungeon. Same as a private dungeon, but the access points for these dungeons randomly spawn throughout the world and cycle every hour. Within dungeons, you will find mobs to fight, bosses to challenge, and interesting locations to examine. Every dungeon has an entrance, which is also generally the exit. Some dungeons have multiple levels. Have fun exploring. Thank you, game. I'll do my best. So this is the dungeon. You can click and drag to sort of set a path. Can you right click? Yes. If we right click, we can rotate. And wheel, using the mouse wheel, zooms in and out and tilts the dungeon this way for a top-down view if you prefer. So, I wonder if we can explore these crates. It looks like they are simply for aesthetic purposes. And I suppose we should look at this hedgehog guarding the candle. Decrepit gargantuan. It's too bad that sometimes it seems like when you click somewhere, rather than pathing you there, it just says you can't go there. Like if you click over here, it says you can't move there, instead of just pathing you around the most logical route. And the thingy disappeared. Okay. Oh, I see. Candle. That doesn't say candle, that says candy. It's a person's name. They were apparently fighting the thingamajigger. So now we're going to enter combat. You have entered your first combat. Good luck. The combat queue at the top of the screen shows the order in which players and mobs will take action. You can mouse over the icons to get health mana information, which also highlights the pegs on the battlefield. You can click on an icon to make the pop-up window stay on screen longer, to mouse over buffs and debuffs for more information. When it is your turn, a timer will tick down telling you how long you have to take your actions. The combat bar is active when it is your turn. Your turn has a movement phase and then an action phase. If you take an action first, you forfeit your movement phase. Mouse over the buttons in the combat bar to see what your various options are. So they've gone for sort of a turn-based style of graphics, or combat. And it is our turn. So we can move, act, use an item, harvest a resource, brace, delay, and turn, flee combat. So I guess we have to click on move, then we can move, and then we can attack. Can we right click? Is it smart enough to know what action we want? No, we have to click open, hotbar, and then we have 2 different attacks we can use, a melee attack or a magical attack. This time we're going to use our magical attack to see if it does sort of an area of effect. It doesn't look like it. And I thought a fire blast would do more damage to a slime-type creature than that. It doesn't say how much damage it normally does. There goes one of them. So I'm guessing you could probably use the keys on your keyboard along with this hotbar if you wanted to speed up that process instead of clicking on everything, but we're just going to keep on clicking for now. Took out another one. And now for this slammy. In some ways, the game sort of reminds me of RuneScape. It would be nice if the combat interface was a little more intuitive, like if there were default actions, like clicking on the slime defaulted to just attacking it, instead of having to click act, click attack, and then click on the creature every time. Okay, loot event. I was trying to roll for, or not roll, I was trying to move my character into position to grab the thing. Now what's this? Newbie niblets. Food is the main method of healing between battles and stash. Eat food in camps or any time outside of combat. Food can be purchased at vendors or through the newspaper from player stalls. Is this everything that's in the chest? Then I guess this must be my current inventory. So if we select all, no. We don't want to do that. Can we right click? What are you doing, game? Just give me this stupid click and drag. Okay. Congratulations, you were victorious. You earned some experience towards your next level, and may have also received some triads, game coinage, or items as loot. If you need to heal or regain mana, you will either need to eat food, which can be obtained from player chefs or vendors in Asgard, drink potions, make a camp, or visit the Rolling Stone Inn located in Asgard. One button is for creating campsites. The first time you press that button, you'll get a help window with details about how campsites work. But don't go there just yet. Read on. 2 button is your health beacon. Hearth. 2 button is your hearth beacon. It will teleport you back to your most recent bind location. At this point, that is where you logged in for the first time. The colored bar above the buttons is your XP bar. Mouse over it for the information in this image. Purple shows you XP progress towards your next level. Red shows you XP dead. XP dead is received when you die or flee after level 5. Gold bars indicate bubbles of XP that are 10% of your total. Yes. You know, another thing they should improve in this game is the way the text scales, because at this resolution, playing 1280 by 720 in a window, the text is a lot messier, a lot harder to read. Can't move here, I guess, because I'm clicking on a wall. We shall continue to explore. Ish. So that's an encounter, another combat. I think we've seen enough of our share of combat for now. I think all the combats work pretty much the same way. So let's try to get back here. Here we go. Back to the overworld screen. And go to the base of operation. The base of operations. Oh, I'm not going to read that. And it looks like you just click on the different things you want to do here in your base of operations to manage your inventory and access different things about your character. So that's a little look at Stash. If the game interests you, it's free on Steam. And if it doesn't interest you, I hope you enjoyed the video anyhow. And remember to subscribe and follow. They're all wonderful things to do. Thanks for watching. And tune in again next time for something else. Something magical and fun.